Cool. So I know. The episode is later than usual. It was supposed to come out on. Why did I do that? I fixed the camera angle. I know it's supposed to come out on Wednesdays. The episode Wednesdays at 8:00. I did the episode yesterday. I recorded it. Didn't realize for some reason only 7 minutes and 50 seconds was recorded of it. So I noticed that at 1:00. Not 1 p.m. No, 1 a.m. I had some personal stuff that was happening. So other than that, it's my fault. I will be honest with you. But I had some stuff that was going on that had to be taken care of. It's coming out anyways. There's an episode now. So let's get this going. Yesterday, so basically what I was talking about yesterday is going to be the same thing that I'm talking about now, but with more detail. So there's 3 things that I want to talk about. I ended the episode off originally with this thing that I want to start off with first. So basically 3 things. We're going to have 3 chapters. Chapter 1, we're starting it off small. You know what? No. I'm going to do it like how my English teacher taught me. Chapter 1, we're going to be starting off big. We're going to be doing the NHL. Chapter 2, we're going to be talking about NFL. Chapter 3, we're going to end it off big. We're going to be talking about Juventus and their new signing. So let's do this. Chapter 1, NHL. So, in case you didn't see what happened in the NHL these past few days, the NHL announced that they will be selling jersey sponsorships. Now, whether I don't like it or not, let's talk facts. Let's forget my personal issues with it. The fact that I believe that we shouldn't have jerseys on an NHL logo, sponsorships on an NHL jersey. Let's get that out of the way. Forget my feelings for it. I will talk about my feelings towards it. Just let me give the facts first. So basically what's happening in 2022-2023, the NHL will be selling sponsorships on the jerseys. So there will be there will be logo I can't speak English today for some reason. There will be jersey sponsorships starting in after this year, 2022-2023. Okay. So how this is going to be working is a company can buy a sponsorship to put on the jerseys. Now the logo or the crest for the sponsorship will be 3 inches by 3.5 inches, meaning that it should be maybe about the same size as the A, just maybe a little bit bigger, smaller. I don't know. And from what I think is going to be happening is for some teams, it will be on the left crest or the right side of the chest. Because usually the captaincies go on the left side. But for some teams, it's different. The Red Wings and Coyotes both have it on the right side because of the way that their logo is. It doesn't really allow for the C and A to be on the left side like a normal team, whatever. So it's going to be a sponsorship on the right side of the chest for some teams. Most teams, I'm assuming. Okay, I will give you the reasons why it's good and the reasons why I don't like it. The reason why I think it is good is the NHL needs money. They not so much need it in a sense where they'll go bankrupt. They basically need it in a sense so that the salary cap can grow. You see teams with salary caps of over hundreds of millions of dollars. You have the NBA where you can have 2 max contracts on a team. You can have guys making $40 million a year in the NBA. Compared to the NHL where Connor McDavid, who's the highest paid NHL player, is only making $12.5 million. So the fact that they're bringing in more sponsorships. It means more money for the players. Now, another reason for this is the NHL took a hit with COVID. The pandemic really ruined, or not ruined, but it really hit hit the league hard. Teams like the Coyotes, the Red Wings, the Coyotes, the Florida Panthers, the Ottawa Senators, even the Carolina Hurricanes, they can use the money. Teams like that can't sustain themselves just with jersey revenue and revenue coming from like sales or traffic, like social media traffic. Teams like that need it. Even the Leafs took a hit with the pandemic, and the Leafs are the most successful, are the richest team. If you convert, if I'm not mistaken, because it's a Canadian team, which means that it makes Canadian dollars, it doesn't make as much money compared to the New York Rangers. But if I'm not mistaken, if you convert and if you not convert inflation, I can't remember the term, but if you do a lot of conversions, the Leafs are the richest team. It's just that it's a Canadian team and they make Canadian money. Other than that, even the Rangers took a hit, if I'm not mistaken. The Leafs took a hit. The Canadians took a hit. There's a lot of the most successful teams in the NHL took a hit. And with the jersey sponsorships, it's going to allow them to make more money, such and such. And then for that, it's another good thing is it's going to help the salary cap. Now, for the last few seasons, it's been a flat cap because of the pandemic. Before the pandemic hit, if I'm not mistaken, the salary cap was supposed to go up to, I think, 85 million last year. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to go to 87 this year. It was supposed to be 90 million by, I think, Seattle's second season. But because of the pandemic, Seattle's inaugural season was pushed back, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been a flat cap. Seattle is supposed to bring in more money for the NHL. It's creating more jobs. More money is going to be coming in from there. You have a full new fan base. It was supposed to bring in more money, but for the amount of money that I think the league lost because of the pandemic, it's not going to be enough. So with the jersey ads, it's going to allow the league to make more money, to bring in more money for the league, to continue to raise the cap. It's helped the NBA do that. The NBA put sponsorships on their jerseys, and it's helped them to continue to raise the salary cap. They haven't had a flat cap situation ever since they started the jersey sponsorships, from what I know. Even with the pandemic, they were still fine. The jersey sales, if I'm not mistaken, might not have dropped down as bad as the NHL ones, because an NBA jersey, and take it from somebody who actually works in a sports store, an NBA jersey isn't as expensive as a Leafs jersey. You can get a Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey for, I think, $175. Meanwhile, a plain Maple Leaf jersey is $200 before tax. For a name to be put on a Leaf jersey, on an NHL Adidas jersey, it's going to be $250. So jersey sales might not be as big compared to the NBA's jersey sales, because the NBA's jerseys aren't as expensive. You're paying less money for an NBA jersey than you are for an NHL jersey. And not even that, the NBA is a more popular league than the NHL. So that's another reason why the NBA could survive off of the jersey sales. But still, they needed the sponsorships to continue to grow the salary cap, and it's helped them a lot. So as much as I don't like the jerseys to have sponsorships on them, because for me, to see an NHL jersey with a sponsorship, it's sacrilegious. The NHL jersey it's sacred. You're not supposed to have anything other than the team's logo, the numbers, the C's or A's, and the player's name on it. It's not a jersey that you put anything other than that on. You're not supposed to have another company's logo on it. Now, we saw it last year with the helmet ads being on teams' helmets. Do I think that it's going to continue to be more? I hope not. I hope that this is the end for sponsorships on the team's uniforms. If it becomes a thing where they put sponsorships on there like it's a European jersey, I'm never buying a jersey again. I don't care. It's just not something I want. I probably won't buy the sponsorships on the jerseys if they come with it. If it's something it could be an optional thing, that is something I would hope for, because I don't want to have to buy a Leaf jersey with the Scotiabank logo on it or the Ford logo on it or whatever. Which, if there is a sponsorship that should go on the Leafs jersey, it should probably be a Ford, only because it works with the jersey. You can have all your opinions you want with the car. I only care about the Ford sponsorship being on it because it's a big company and it works with the jersey. It's blue and white. That's the only reason why I care for it. Unless you do the Scotiabank logo, which I think the Scotiabank logo for the Leaf jersey, they should do in blue for the away ones. Just saying. Thanks, Scotiabank. But other than that, I just don't like it. I don't like it. The reason why I don't like it is if you look at the NBA jerseys. I had my Kyle Lowry jersey down here, which, see ya, buddy. I had it down here, but I brought it back up. If you look at the jerseys from the year Adidas last year compared to the NBA's first year with the sponsorships, with the Nike jerseys, because that's when the sponsorship started. If you look at the differences, it adds nothing, the sponsorships. In fact, I feel like it takes away from the jerseys. I don't like the jersey ads on the jerseys at all. Like I said, it doesn't add anything to the jerseys. I'm not saying it takes away from the jerseys, but I'm also not saying that it adds anything to the jerseys. Now, I've got two U of A jerseys in this area right now. I'm wearing one and I got one in the back. The difference between... Now, here's the thing with soccer jerseys. What I don't really necessarily like about it, but at the same time, it works. The soccer jersey, the ad is bigger than this... The sponsorship is bigger than the team's logo. Now, that's something that I don't like, but for some reason, it works with the jerseys. I don't know if it's because it's a t-shirt, and I don't like t-shirts with big logos on them. I prefer a small, minimalistic logo on t-shirts. But other than that, it's not something that you should want. The sponsorship shouldn't be bigger than the name. The sponsorship should, in fact, be smaller than the logo. That's something that I'm not a fan of with soccer jerseys. But that's how it is with soccer jerseys. And the thing is, a lot of sponsorships actually add something to the jersey. If a sponsorship is ugly, then it takes away from the jersey. If a sponsorship looks nice, then it adds something to the jersey. Like with this Jeep sponsorship, it adds something to the jersey. I don't know if it's because it's in all white lettering, or if it's because it's J, you got a J, and then the logo is literally just two J's or one J. I don't fucking know. Other than that, you don't see sponsorships working on jerseys. The only other time that I could think of is with European jerseys, but that's only because they're filled with sponsorships. These jerseys, these NHL jerseys, should not be filled with sponsorships. But like I said, it helps the league, so I can live with it for that. I just hope that this isn't a thing that they continue with, like what the NBA is doing, unless they find a small way to do it. But at the same time, I don't want to see sponsorships on the NHL jerseys at all. Let me just see. Hold on. I don't know why I'm getting nervous because I can't remember if I clicked record. Oh, no, we did. We're good. I just got to make sure that this is charging. Is it charging? I hope it's charging because we're already 15 minutes in. I don't need my phone to die. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is, I think I gotta readjust this. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. So the next thing, I just want to do a little something small. I want to talk about the NBA preseason that happened this weekend. I just want two players I want to talk about in particular. One of them being Jordan Love. Green Bay Packers' future Hall of Fame QB. He looked really good this game. A lot of people are talking about that. I saw one guy saying that he can be a great athlete, but it looks like he'll be a bad football QB. And that was stupid because, man, Jordan Love has an arm. He wasn't falling in love with checkdowns, which it seems like a lot of young QBs can do. especially ones that are drafted in the later rounds. He didn't fall in love with checkdowns. He utilized the checkdowns well. He utilized the screen pass well. That actually led to the Packers getting the only TD of the game. He had a beautiful throw to Jay Sternberger, which I feel like Jay Sternberger is going to have a nice season this year. I'm not going to say it's going to be a breakout season, but I think it's going to be a good season leading to a breakout season the next year if he sticks with the Packers after this year. I think he's going to have a good enough season to stick with the Packers, and the season after that will be his breakout season. But Jordan Love looked really good this game. The future is bright with the Packers at QB. If you ask me, like, there's a meme that it's a meme to say that the Packers are going from Favre to Rodgers to Jordan Love being 3 Hall of Fame QBs in a row. But I'm not saying he's a Hall of Fame for sure. But I'm saying that he can be a very good QB. He can be a QB that can take over from Rodgers and can keep the Packers on track to continue to be a great team. Other than that, there's not much you can say. He did have a little bit of shoulder injury, so he's not going to be practicing this week. And as far as I know, he won't be playing, which I'm fine with that. Let him get that rest. He got his first NFL game in, which we've been waiting for over a year now. But it's good that he finally got his first NFL game in. He looked good. I'm happy to see him. Next, I want to talk about Trey Lance. I want to talk about that 80-yard throw because other than that, it wasn't. Not that there wasn't much, it's just that he didn't really get a chance because of the O-line. He looked great when the times came for him to look great. That 80-yard throw was phenomenal. That was a beautiful 80-yard TD. What else was there? I didn't really get to see much else, but other than that 80-yard TD, he looks really good. Can he be the 49ers' next great QB? I think so, without a spell of a doubt. That kid is a stud. But yeah, the 49ers, after Jimmy G leaves, it looks like they're going to be in completely good hands. I think they're in good hands right now, even with Jimmy G on the team. And I'm not talking about Jimmy G being the QB. I'm talking about Trey Lance. Because if Jimmy G sucks this year, you're throwing in fucking Trey Lance without a shell of a doubt. Ooh, okay. So, I got the first 2 chapters out of the way. Let's go on to the last chapter. This chapter is going to be titled Loco For Locatelli. No, sorry, Loco For Loca. Because I'm going nuts for Locatelli. It's official. Locatelli is finally with Juve. Finally Juventino. It took 2 months for this to happen. But he's here. He turned down deals from Arsenal. I think even Chelsea put in a deal. Was supposed to put in a bid for him. But he didn't want to go anywhere else other than Juve. He's finally here. And it's beautiful. I'm so happy for him to be here. I'm ecstatic. It's exactly what Juve needed. A young midfielder who can bring creativity to the offense and bring friggin' defense to the defense. He's somebody that can play both sides of the field. He can create plays. He can score goals. If you go watch any... Okay, I'm going to link a Locatelli highlight package in the description of the YouTube video. So if you want to see it, and I've tweeted it out already. If you want to watch it, it's on Colo99's channel. It's Locatelli, welcome to Juventus. The plays that this guy makes offensively, but then the plays that he makes defensively as well. This guy loves to slide tackle, but he loves to slide to break up a pass. If I'm not mistaken, he was 5th in the Serie A last year for interceptions from a midfielder, which that's nuts, meaning that because he's only 23. He has a huge future ahead of him, and so does Juve. Now, how this is working, which I really like the way that the Juve deal is working. It's going to be a 2-year loan with an obligation to buy. So they have him for 2 years. And then after the 2 years, they will purchase him for what he's worth right now. So he'll be right now. So the way the deal is 2-year loan with an obligation to buy a 37.5 million euros plus I think bonuses, which is very cheap for if he's going to continue going on this path of being a great midfielder, especially with him coming to Juve, playing with guys like Chiesa, Dybala, Ronaldo. Having guys in the backfield with him like De Ligt. He'll have Chiellini this season, Bonucci. he'll have other playmakers on the team, like Cuadrado most likely playing right wing back. If they can find maybe a proper right back and then have Cuadrado stay on the right side, right wing. But at the same time, he'll have guys to play with, and he'll be able to show off his talents with a team like this. He'll be on a midfield that badly needed him, and I think he'll be the anchor for that midfield right now. He'll basically be like, I don't know if he'll be like what Pirlo was when he was with Juve, but I think he'll be what Juve needs right now. He's going to bring creativity. He's going to bring the defense. He's going to be somebody that you could put in the left midfield to be that creative player, or you could put him as CDM to be more of a defensive player. They're, I think, still going for more players to fix up that midfield. I think they're still going for Pjanic. I'm not too sure, but right now they got the midfielder that they want, and the midfielder got the team that he wanted. He didn't want to go anywhere else other than Juve, and I'm so happy for him. I love him. People say that I look like him, especially not like right now because I don't have gel in my hair. My hair's not all curly, but I'm so happy he's here. And yeah, Juve is looking bright this year now that they finally got the midfielder that they needed. But I think that's all because I think my phone's about to die. So that's gonna be all for today. You can follow me on Instagram at Bonavoda. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Leading the Pack Pod, where I actually want to start doing more stuff. I actually want to do some Instagram exclusive stuff. So because I want to start posting there more. So if you want to see some Instagram exclusive stuff, follow the podcast account at Leading the Pack Pod. You can also follow me on Twitter at Bonavoda_. My phone is about to die. I can tell it's already at 9%. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter at Bonavoda with at Bonavoda_ with a capital B. Locatelli's finally home. I'm going Loco For Loca. Ciao.